Hello and welcome to, or back to the channel, and welcome to another edition of the TEW IX WWE Challenge Run here today. We carry on our merry little road towards Survivor Series War Games. The pieces have really started moving into place, so check out last episode's edition of Raw and previous episode of SmackDown, so you're fully caught up ready for the Heck Edmondson Pavilion edition we are presenting here today. Last week on SmackDown, the show started with The Rock inserting Solo Sikoa into a WWE title match and getting Cody beat down beforehand. Carmelo coming to save Cody purely out of wanting to be the man to take that title off himself. In the main event, Cody and Melo teamed up against Guerrillas of Destiny and got the win. And thanks to, in part, Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu helping deal with Hikuleo and Solo on the outside. And we go in here today, ready for more of the blue brand, heading into Survivor Series. We've got three more editions of the show. Till then, so without further ado, let's jump into it. It's time for another episode of SmackDown. And we go backstage to the final boss, the Tribal Chief, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And he says, after what happened last week, he was not happy. He provided an opportunity that was not taken. And that's okay. He'll reevaluate, he'll reassess, he'll move forward. Because at the end of the day, this is his show now, his company. And he hears that Roman has sent old Paul Heyman to ready the troops for war. Cute. That's cute. You see, Roman, if you want war with the final boss, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you can have it. If you can find enough friends after everything you've done to help you out, go right for it, I say. Until then, though, I just want to make a little announcement. There tonight, my boys are going to deal with some nuisance in our main event. And I just wanted to announce, after everything I've seen and heard myself, that at Survivor Series War Games, the WWE Championship will be defended between Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes. So those two will definitely be busy that night. Roman. Big ol' smile. Wink at the camera. 92. Decent. Decent from Dwayne. Yeah. So The Rock announcing it will be Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes vying for that WWE title at Survivor Series War Games. Which he's purely done, it feels, just so the Roman Reigns can't call on either of them, especially Cody, you have to imagine, for his Survivor Series War Games team, especially after last week. They will be getting the chance to fight against The Rock's bloodline no later tonight in our main event. As The Rock alluded to, it will be Cody Rhodes, Carmelo Hayes, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu against The Rock's bloodline of Solo Sikoa, Hikuleo, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. My word, it's so many Samoans. 6 out of 8 Samoans. 6 out of 8 Samoans, Carmelo Hayes, and star of the Naked Gun, Cody Rhodes. I saw it today. It's a very funny movie. 92. Happy with that. Good start to the show. Good start to the show. We carry on things here with some tag team action. Going on from the last couple weeks in the US title division. Many eyes have been on those titles. Many names vying for an opportunity at LA Knight. Yeah, and that gold. We have the team of Andrade and Tyler Bate taking on Kiana James Enterprises, Giovanni Vinci, and Brooks Jensen. And yeah, Andrade wants his hands on Vinci. Tyler Bate trying to show what he can do. Vinci looking to show out. Brooks Jensen looking to prove himself as well. You know, he's new on the main roster. He's got his lady, Kiana James. Lucky ducky man. Wanting to prove he's got what it takes in the ring as well. In the end, though, Andrade takes down Giovanni Vinci. They both go flying outside. Tyler Bate and Brooks Jensen left in the ring, just like last week. And much like last week, a trailer driver 97 gets the job done. for Andrade and Tyler Bate as they get the victory for a 74, which is really good, honestly. 69 Andrade, 64 for Bate, 66 Vinci, 52 Brooks Jensen. No complaints. Andrade and Tyler Bate gets their arms raised in victory. The crowd's buzzing. Yeah. The US title scene hotting up as Andrade and Tyler Bate are victorious here. Vinci's not happy. Kiana's not happy. Andrade and Tyler, but Tyler's more happy. Andrade's, you know, he got to beat up Giovanni Vinci a bit, so he's happy with that, shall we say. He's having to watch Carmelo Hayes go on to a WWE title program, which he's probably not too happy about, but, you know, Sarah, we don't all get what we want. We go backstage. The WWE Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, are chilling pretty in the locker room, having some tea, perhaps. When Jeff Hardy and Wesley walk in, smug looks on their face. Oh, the riff-raff are here. Oh, what's got you so happy then, darlings? Jeff and Wes all too happy to inform Pretty Deadly they've been speaking to Nick Aldis. And tonight, you know, Pretty Deadly obviously going to have no problems with this. Tonight it's going to be Pretty Deadly versus Jeff Hardy and Wesley in a tag team match where Jeff Hardy and Wesley win. They get a shot at the tag titles. Jeff and Wes smiling, Pretty Deadly. Not too happy about that, shall we put lightly, for a 57. I'm happy with that, that's fine. Jeff invented a new catchphrase that will likely boost his ability on the microphone, as he now has a go-to line. Oh dear. I'm really trying to think of... Let me know in the comments, what is Jeff Hardy's hot new catchphrase, please? He's teaming with Wesley, who's keeping him hip, keeping him young, and giving Jeff Hardy, I can only assume, a very hip and cool new catchphrase that he can say. Let me know in the comments. You guys are probably hipper than me. So let me know, what is Jeff Hardy's hip, cool new catchphrase that he really dissed Pretty Deadly with here for a 57? Oh, Lord. Let's go to the ring. Mia Yim, her hand has healed, her fingers have mended. She broke her fingers in a... Chelsea Green taunted her, and then she broke her fingers against B-Fab's face in anger. They've healed, and now she's fighting Piper Niven. What part of her body will she break this time? Well, she's giving it a good go, because she's just kind of going all out, throwing it all at Piper Niven to take the larger competitor down, throwing everything at her. Piper Niven's got the strength. Mia Yim has just got the determination, the fearlessness, the ruthlessness. And in the end, Mia Yim also has the victory here. With a roll-up, Piper Niven had her on her back. Mia Yim shaking free, rolling down Piper's back, rolling her up for the 1, 2, 3 for 56. 53 Piper, 48 Mia. Happy with that. Mia Yim gets another victory here. And didn't break any parts of her body in the process, which always a positive. Always a positive, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's stick in the women's division as we go to a little promo video of Bianca James and Jade Cargill training. They're training, they're determined, they're focused. You know, they're working out, they're lifting weights, they're having competitions for who can lift more. And then they take a break and they talk and they say, you know, Jade says to Bianca, I'm glad you're focused now. I'm glad you're through that phase and you're ready to go get some gold back. And Bianca says, yeah, that's the focus. That's what matters right now. They train like this so that in a few weeks' time, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn can say goodbye to those women's tag titles for a 72. Bianca and Jade in action later tonight. Got the crowd hotter. Let's get it, girls. Let's get it. As we go to the ring, as out comes your wonderful, lovely WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Round of applauses, everyone. It's Tiffy time. She comes down to the ring and she says that everyone's probably wondering why she's graced them here with her presence. Well, Nicholas asked me to come down because he wanted to announce something, and Nick does come onto the ramp, and he thanks Tiffany for coming out. She, you know, busy schedule as a champion. Well, Tiffany You have been, I know you've been worried, you know, about finding a competitor, finding someone to face and defend that women's title against. And I've been racking my brain, honestly. I've been thinking. I've done a lot of soul searching, you know. And actually, it was the other night. I was at home. I was in bed, and I just couldn't get out of my head who was gonna fight you for that women's title of yours at Survivor Series War Games. I couldn't think. Okay, I was probably thinking about it too much, honestly. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to switch off for the night. I'm just going to turn off for the night. And I turned to give my beautiful wife a kiss goodnight. And then it hit me. And then I thought, why not let her hit you? So Tiffany Stratton at Survivor Series War Games, you will be defending that WWE Women's Championship against... And then, of course, Hardcore Country... Mickie James, WWE legend Mickie James, comes out. Little kiss just on the cheek. Not even. No. We're keeping it professional. A little nod, a little tip of the cowgirl hat to Nick Aldis as she marches down to the ring and goes face to face with Tiffany Stratton. Hardcore Country, the WWE legend Mickie James is in the building. Tiffany Stratton not looking too impressed. She goes to hit Mickie James. Mickie James ducks underneath and then a big head kick to Tiffany Stratton. Dropping her down. She drops the title, rolls out the ring as Mickie James picks up the WWE Women's title and raises it in the air. Hardcore Country blaring out. Nick Aldis clapping on the ramp for a 69. Hell yeah, baby. Women's title match for Survivor Series War Games. It will be Tiffany Stratton taking on Mickie James. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Mickie James debuted her country girl gimmick and it got an initial rating of very good. That's very good, Mickie. That's very good. Yeah. I was racking my head a bit for who Tiffany was going to fight. And Mickie James seems about as good as anyone, honestly. I think it's a fun match, isn't it? It's just a fun match to happen. So sure, Mickie James, Tiffany Stratton, Survivor Series War Games. Let's carry on. As we clear the ring, we go to commercial, we come back, and we have two local competitors. The Hall sisters here in the ring, as then out comes Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, ready for some tag team action. And Belair and Cargill are dominant, honestly. The strength, the focus and the determination, it's like, it's on a different level. Since Bianca seems to get her head straight and off the WWE Women's title, she seems extra focused, and it is showing, I tell ya. She is just a different level kind of determination, but also keeping that kind of ruthlessness she developed during that time a little bit. And of course, in the end, Belair and Cargill do get the victory. Bianca hits Liza Hall with the KOD for the 1-2-3. 66 for the match isn't too bad. Jade was off her game, which happens a sad amount. 71 Bianca, 52 Jade, 44 Bambi Hall, 41 Liza Hall. I'm going to have to sign these ladies for the for NXT. See how they do down there. But Bella and Jade Cargill do get the win. Their eyes firmly currently set on the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. And a victory here. As they work it out. They get their mojo back. They try and get something going. As maybe Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre should be a little bit scared of those titles. Then cut backstage, Kevin Owens is in the building. He's marching around backstage. He gets stopped by Kayla Braxton, asking Kevin what he's doing here. You know? And Kevin said, they told me not to be here. The doctors, my wife, my kids, they told me, Kevin, stay home. Stay home, rest up, protect your neck. But you know what, Kayla? I can't do it. No. And you know me, Kayla. So you probably knew I couldn't do this either while you're walking around back here trying to find me, probably. No. I'm here for Randy Orton. You think you can just call me out? You think you can just call out Kevin Owens? And I'm not going to do anything? No. Randy Orton, I'm calling you out. I'm the one who calls people out, not you. I don't get called out. You want me, Randy? I'll be in the ring later tonight. Come get me, bitch. For a 73. Kevin Owens, a man singularly focused on beating up former tag team partners of his, which, it's a hobby, you know, some people collect stamps. It passes the time, I guess. Kevin Owens calling out Randy Orton for later tonight as we head to some tag team action. As announced earlier, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson and Nelson Prince, taking on the makeshift tag team, who's been vibing quite well here, of Jeff Hardy and Wes Lee. They've just been... There's just something about it, you know. Wes, in his daredevil nature and his athleticism, reminiscent of a young Jeff Hardy in a way. And able to kind of do the I can't believe he's doing that type things that a young Jeff Hardy would do. And we seriously have to talk current Jeff Hardy out of doing. So yeah, I think the tag team works well because Jeff can do what he can do. And then the insane things in his head that the voices are telling him to do, he can make Wes do. So everyone kind of wins there. We feed the voices. He doesn't die. Sirrah, sirrah. But yeah, tag team action, and Jeff and Wes are flying. They are vibing. They just seem to have this innate connection already and Pretty Deadly. Can't believe it. Seem a bit flustered. They really underestimated Jeff and Wes. In the end, Jeff Hardy going for a twist of fate on one of them. There's been a big brawl. Everyone's kind of laid out. They tried to leave with the tag titles. Jeff and Wes stopped them. Jeff Hardy goes for a twist of fate on Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson manages to shove him off, and Jeff Hardy turns around into Elton Prince, who's got to his feet, tag title in hand, and smashes it into the face of Jeff Hardy. Ref calls for the bell, disqualification. Pretty Deadly hightail out there before Wes Lee can get in the ring. A 71 here. Kit and Jeff were both off their game. Hey ho, 70 Wes, 53 Jeff, 56 Elton, 50 Kit, 71 overall. I'm happy with that still. Dark green's all good to me. As yes, Jeff and Wes get the victory, but probably not the way they wanted. And with Jeff's age, with his injury problems and all the problems he's had, taking a big gold belt to the face, probably not the wisest move if we're being honest with ourselves. But hey ho, Pretty Deadly underestimated Jeff and Wes, but you have to think going forward, especially with Jeff and Wes's eyes on those tag titles, they will not be doing that again. As we clear the bodies, Wes helping Jeff backstage as outstorms Kevin Owens. He can't wait. He storms down to the ring past Jeff Hardy, past Wes Lee. And he calls out Randy. He says, Randy, I'm here. Where are you, Randy? You wanted me. I'm right here, bitch. As Randy marching down to the ring. His music doesn't even play. We just cut to Randy marching backstage. And Nick Aldis is trying to stop him, talk him out of it. Security guards are trying to stop him, but he takes them down. Kevin Owens, tired of waiting, starts charging up the ramp as Randy makes his way out of Gorilla. They meet kind of at the top of the ramp and start brawling out. Kevin and Randy just beating the hell out of each other, throwing each other into the stage, heading backstage. You know, they're throwing each other over tables, into walls. Security road agents are trying to break it up, but they can't. Nick Aldis looking very flustered in the background. We kind of cut to him as he's just watching all this unfold. Kevin and Randy just about getting separated, but still trying to get to each other. He can't really believe this. As then walks over a man with a big shiny bald head saying, yeah, I got that problem as well. It's Adam Pearce, the Raw general manager. Nick saying, Adam, good to see you. Shake hands. Adam saying, Nick, it looks like you and I might have similar kind of problems. Why don't we talk? As they head into Nick Aldis' office, as in the background, Kevin and Randy free themselves of road agents and start fighting again for a 77. Yeah, just beating the hell out of each other. Alas. For that 77. Beautiful. Let's head to our main event. It's a 4v4 tag team match. The WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, his number one contender Carmelo Hayes, and of the ones, Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso taking on The Rock's bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Hikuleo, whose name I need to change and learn, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa. And yeah, obviously, the bloodline, they're trying to keep Cody in the ring. Cody's still a little beat up. He wrestled for about 40 minutes overall last week, including a beat down before any of it started. So Cody's a bit worse for wear. They're trying to single out the WWE champion. It's a strange situation. In the end, though, we end in the spot where everyone's battling it out. You know, everyone gets to hit a finisher. Where are we going to start? I'm trying to kind of fit this in my head. Give me a second. Jimmy hits Tama Tonga with a super kick. Tonga lower takes down Jimmy. Carmelo Hayes flies out of nowhere to put down Tonga lower. Hikuleo picks him up and slams him to the floor. Cody pulls down Hikuleo and hits a crossroads, and he's met by a Samoan spiked by Solo Sikoa, who promptly gets picked up by Jacob Fatu and hit with a Samoan drop. And then he picks up Tonga lower and hits him with Samoan drop as well, because he was the legal man for the 1, 2, 3. 76 for the match. Happy with that. The babyface is victorious. The Rock, we cut to him backstage, not very happy again. Let's go over it. 91 Cody, 78 Carmelo, 61 Jimmy, 63 Jacob. Other team, 60 Solo, 55 Tama, 51 Hikuleo, 37 Tonga lower. Bingo, boingo, bango. Cody, Carmelo, and the ones, Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso, victorious. So you have to think Roman, or the Rock's team is already kind of assembled. You know, he's got his bloodline. That's 5. Roman, though, you'd have to think he'd love if this was his 4 with him to make up a 5. But at the end of the day, Carmelo and Cody have a WWE title match. They're going to be too busy. Roman tried to he sent Paul to talk to Jay and Sammy, but they were having none of it. Who will Roman call upon? We'll have to wait and see. But overall, SmackDown here gets us an 80. Really good show. Happy with that. No complaints. The pieces firmly being moved into place on the road to Survivor Series War Games. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Please let me know what you think Jeff Hardy's hot new catchphrase should be that he used to put down Pretty Deadly. Keep it young and hip, though, because he hangs out with Wesley, remember? A Wesley who still has dreads. And, you know, they smoke up a little bit, obviously. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always. Love to hear what you think, and leave a like if you've enjoyed. I really hope you have, and subscribe for more so you don't miss a thing on the road to Survivor Series War Games. 2 more Raws, 2 more SmackDowns, and then the show itself. So subscribe so you don't miss anything, and until next time, and as always, thank you for sticking with me, despite all the breaks and everything else. And as always, a very, very special thank you for watching.